Well, hello there. Happy Thursday to you. So this week I've been putting together some pictures for you guys to show you what my night was on Friday. It was crazy. I got a phone call from my fiance Ted while I was still at work telling me that I needed to get home now because we had a fire in our neighborhood, a big brush fire. Here in Florida we have a lot of pine trees and we don't have forests like you would see up north, up in New England and out west in California, things like that. We don't have trees like that change colors in fall, but we have a lot of pine trees in where I live, and they are very flammable in the dry season. And right now we are in the dry season. The fire risk is extremely high, and on Friday someone dropped a cigarette outside their window, of course, and it caught my town on fire over where I lived. The fire ruined, 13 structures. My daughter's boyfriend's friend lost his home. It was very heartbreaking to see this teenage kid walking around what was left of his family's home, just looking for whatever wasn't ruined by the fire. That was just very sombering. And it makes you realize how lucky and fortunate we are, and how our lives can change in literally seconds, all because someone was careless and threw out a cigarette, a lit cigarette, into this dry grass that we have at this time of year. It doesn't rain very often. So I live on 20th, and the fire came as close as 23rd Street. And that's too close for me for comfort. I'll insert some pictures. The first pictures I'll show are I was on 25th Street trying to get home, and I'm stuck in traffic. There was a line. You get people that want to look, which, okay, fine, but then you have people that are literally trying to get home because the fire is threatening their home, and they literally have minutes, maybe have minutes, to grab whatever belongings they can. Anyways, then I'll insert some pictures that Ted took because he got to Lehigh before I did. And when he went down the street from our house and took some pictures of the fire that was raging. I mean, you'll see the fire, it's orange. I mean, the pictures really don't turn out that good because they're moving, and but you'll see the orange and the red. It's just amazing. And you'll see how, I think you can see how tall the pine trees are. They get pretty tall. I mean, I'm looking at them right now. It's crazy. And then he was actually helping putting out the fire once it jumped over the canal because it was windy. It jumped over the canal, and he was helping some neighbors stomp out the fire. But once he saw that it was getting bigger, he was like, I'm out. Because it comes to a point where you realize it's bigger and more dangerous than what you can handle, not having any supplies or water or anything like that. So he backed off and came home. But it's crazy. Then I have a picture of once when the smoke is really black, that means it's actively burning. I have a picture that I took standing from my driveway over towards the fire, and the smoke is more gray, which is good. That's, you know, grayish white means that it's in the process of being put out, which is good. So I thought everything was okay at that point. When I saw the grayish whitish smoke, I'm like, yay, this is good, they're getting it under control. But then the wind shifted and the fire raged again in a different spot. And I have a little video of, we walked, once we realized that our house was going to be okay. I mean, we still were on guard. We had things packed up in the car, literally ready to go if we got told to evacuate, because some people were being told to evacuate. But I walked down with the kids. Ted stayed with our house and with our vehicles because we literally had them full of stuff. I walked down to a cross street and then over towards the fire. We went over to between 23rd and 24th, and you'll see I'm pointing the camera towards the end of the road. Now in where I live, we have a lot of canals, so there's a lot of streets that dead end. In my neighborhood is no different. So you'll see at the end of the road, you'll see there's houses all along, and then you'll see the little dead end. Well, past the little dead end where the concrete ends, it's a forest, it's woods. And there was a little fire, just, you know, nothing crazy, but it was burning. And the grass was on fire, and some of the bushes and palmetto bushes, we have palmetto bushes, and when it's dry, those things just are flammable, crazy flammable. So, you know, the little palmetto was on fire, and then all of a sudden the pine tree catches, and you'll see the fire just, and at that point I was like, all right, let's go. Because the trees are pretty close together, and that's how it spreads so easy, especially with the wind. So then we walked back towards my house, and we went along 23rd. There was a news van there, and there was a cop car and all that. And you'll see we were now standing past the fire, looking back towards the main road, and it's this section from where we were originally, where the fire, you know, reignited, if you will, to where a block basically away, and it burned that whole section. And we stayed there until the evening, till nighttime, and you'll see how close we were. I mean, I used to do EMS, so of course safety is my first and foremost concern, but I knew that we were okay. Plus the fire trucks were right there, and it was just burning. The grass was burning, and some bushes and things, but it wasn't raging like it was earlier. But it was just burning its way out. You know, it does that. And the road luckily was kind of a fire break, so that's good. There were a lot of people from our neighborhood. It was a really great show of teamwork and just we all came together, and I'm not really social. I don't really know people in my neighborhood. I kind of want to keep it that way, but it was really great to get out and meet people and just kind of come together and talk about what's going on and what we can do, and just keeping an eye on everyone. That was really great. So I got to meet some of the people in our neighborhood, and it's amazing how when tragedy and devastation is so close to your home, your safe place, it really shakes you up and it makes you appreciate. We always say, your life can change in seconds, and for some people on Friday that happened. They lost their homes, and my heart breaks for them, so I feel very fortunate, very lucky. And I just wanted to show you guys some of the pictures and little videos we took. So it's crazy, but I'm glad we're all okay. And our area will be, looking pretty horrible for a while, but it'll all grow back. So maybe this weekend I'll take a walk around and take some video of all the burnt stuff. It's crazy. I haven't had time to go out and do that. But we did get some rain on Sunday, so that was such a blessing. So, all right, guys, have a great day.